All right, it is finally time to make these announcements. Let's get into it. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel so far. We're at 9,792 subscribers. I started this in November 2021. Hopefully we're about to hit 10,000, and I just thank you for everyone who subscribed and for everyone who's followed along the journey and who's enjoyed the content. All right, two big announcements. Number one, February 28th, 2022, my life changes forever because I am live streaming the market open from about 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, a.m. in the morning, to about 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. This is super, super exciting, and I hope you're excited, and I hope you're willing to join. At least give it a chance, see what it feels like. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Maybe it's part of your morning routine. I'm excited for this for a couple of reasons. Number one, I think people subscribe to the channel because they like the analytical skills that I have in terms of being able to analyze what's going on, give my own perspective, maybe talk about my old girlfriend stories, add a little entertainment to it, right? Just make it something fun, entertaining, and excited, but also with a rational piece of analysis of like, all right, this thing is happening. Here's how we should talk about it. I know a lot of the content is around Palantir, but I try to connect that to a lot of macro level events. We try to talk about growth stocks. We try to talk about the midterm elections. We just covered Russia a couple of days ago. Like we're trying, and when I say we, I mean me, and the relationship to the channel is trying to grow the channel to become something much, much more bigger than it is right now, which is one of the most elite stock investing finance news channels on this platform. And I'm really, really excited because live streaming the market is going to challenge me every single day, A, to keep people's attention for an hour, B, actually be entertaining when talking about the news. That can be kind of a boring thing. And C, provide real hardcore analysis in real time when you're viewing things that are happening and trying to be able to give your perspective and opinions that people actually care about enough to tune in every morning. Like it's going to be the truth if I'm able to do this. And I'm super, super excited because I want to diversify the content on this channel. And I think the morning live stream is going to be a great way to do it. And hopefully we can get to do the morning, the afternoon closing stock market live stream, but that'll happen over time. So super, super excited for that. Monday, tomorrow it starts. I hope you join me on the journey. And if you can't, hope you try to at least show up to one of the streams over the next couple of weeks. And if you like it, maybe it becomes a part of your morning routine. I hope to see you there. Okay, second big announcement. This one is hopefully going to change my life forever and for the better. After a lot of thought and a lot of deliberation and a lot of people asking for it in the comments and through Twitter and DMs, I am finally launching my own Patreon and exclusive Discord. Now, why am I doing this? Number one, the first and foremost reason is I cannot rely on one platform to have a direct connection to my audience. I saw a thread the other day on Twitter, and I'll leave it in the description, but it's basically this guy who built an entire women's media company on top of Facebook when the algorithm on Facebook was actually recommending them. They were doing like almost $100 million in revenue. It's like this insane media company that they built off top of Facebook. And again, media is just content, and Facebook was giving them like 95% of their traffic. Facebook flipped one switch because they're like a feel-good, happy type of show. Facebook wanted like more editorial news content. One switch, and Zucks shut off all the traffic, and that guy's business basically went under. And I saw that and I started freaking out because I'm like, what if YouTube does that to me? Like I'm not bigger than the platform at the end of the day. And yes, I've been able to get about 10,000 people to subscribe, but I have no connection to these 10,000 people. If YouTube just one day doesn't show my video in their feed, or it doesn't show up in your subscriptions, or you just stop using YouTube, then what is the direct connection I have to this audience that seems to really enjoy this content based upon the fact that they're coming back at the tune of 20, 30,000 views a day? I mean, it seems like people actually care about the content I'm putting out, but I have no connection with them. So starting this Patreon and Discord is my way of actually creating my own community of people that care about my content, that want to be in my inner circle, that want to like keep updated on my life, and that also want to reward me for the content that I'm putting out because it gives them value in their life outside of just subscribing or liking a video. So I was just like, you know what? I need a direct connection with my audience. Maybe there's 50 people out of these 10,000 that sign up, but at least those 50 people have a direct connection to me, and there's not an intermediary that can cut me off anytime they choose to cut me off for whatever reason. So that direct connection is super, super important to me. Number two, I am trying to do content full time. If you've seen the content output I've put out since November 2021, it's been almost 2 to 3 videos a day. And 2 to 3 videos a day, I mean, when I was first starting YouTube, people were like, yeah, try to post at least once a week. I was like, once a week? Are you kidding? Like, I'm trying to go in this. And it's like, I realized, look, I have something that people don't have as easily. And it's not to brag myself. It's just to like, I realized I have it, which is the ability to take an idea, think of how to creatively communicate that idea over the course of 10 minutes, 15 minutes of you talking, provide value in those 10 to 15 minutes, because if you don't provide value, your watch time's not going to be up, which means you're not going to have retention, which means the algorithm's not going to recommend you. And then on top of that, serve that content in a way, thumbnail, title, that get people to actually click on it without doing super sensationalism. And I'll get to that in a second. And as a result of that, I'm like, wait a second, I think I can actually do this full time. Like you talk about content creators, like one of these jobs that's like one of the best jobs on the planet. It is an amazing job because you get to create content. You get to express yourself. People get to like see your thoughts and opinions about the world. But it's incredibly difficult because your job is to appease the public, not a boss. And the public wants content consistently. They want it to be good. They want it to be creative. And if you take a day off, you just don't even have a chance to like be relevant anymore. So a content creator lifestyle is one of the most amazing lifestyles because of the nature of the job, but the work ethic behind actually being able to create a sustainable content creation business is astronomical. And at this point, I believe I have a chance to go full time because with my 9 to 5 essentially that I work and the level of output I've been able to put out, I'm like, all right, well, what if you get 1,000 Patreons paying $5 a month and you can replace the income you were making and now do 10 times the amount of output in terms of investigative journalism on Palantir and stocks and investing and do more live streams and really build a connection and community with an audience and ultimately transition to do this full time because it will be a full-time job. But in order to do that, there has to be a level of financial commitment there. And the problem with YouTube ad revenue, as amazing as it is, it can go away in a second because one day you just don't get the views, or one day the views are there, but your RPM and your CPM, your revenue per 1,000 views, just goes down because YouTube's advertisers just don't feel like paying that much. Like it is so contingent on this one platform. And, you know, at the point where you're making like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views a day, maybe the ad revenue is something sustainable, but at 10, 20,000 views, it's just not sustainable. Like it can go away in a second. So it's like to actually be able to just create content and not always worry about, is this going to get views so I can get ad revenue? You've got to have some type of sustainable business model. And to me, Patreon is like the only way to do it. I think I can go full time. I think I can provide 10 times the amount of value I'm doing on this channel right now. If I'm able to go full time, I would be able to start a Substack, put out more newsletters every single week, do even more investigative journalism on Palantir just because I have more time to go deeper, dig into the company, talk more about different other stocks, do more live streams. But there's got to be some type of financial basis there because at the end of the day, I still have bills. So at that point, Patreon would be the ability for me to go full time and provide even more value. Finally, the last reason I'm doing this is because I've gotten so many requests to do this. And I don't know if those requests are going to convert because people will say to do this, but then when you ask people for money, it's a whole different question. Pulling out your credit card, it's a whole nother level of commitment. But I think people keep asking me to start a private Patreon and a Discord because I've got one thing that a lot of creators don't have on this platform, if I'm being honest, which is the ability to just be authentic in the presentation of your content. I like a lot of content creators, but the clickbait sensationalism drives me insane because it's the most inauthentic way of taking advantage of an audience. Now, I'm not saying all clickbait is bad. There's certain titles that get people to click, but the titles that are like, buy Palantir right now or Palantir to 3,000. Like that to me is like, no, like that stuff creates a really bad relationship with an audience because you're taking advantage of them psychologically, getting them to click, giving up their time, and then many times under delivering on the value proposition of the content. And it turns YouTube, which is this amazing platform for content distribution with video, into this toxic place of gurus who think they know stuff because they put horrible titles, get people to click, get them to be naive. And then it just creates this toxic cycle. I hate it. I think the one thing I've done since November is just not clickbait and over sensationalize. Every title, you kind of know what you're getting into pretty explicitly, and then the value hopefully over delivers on the content 3 times a day on average. So it's like, to me, I think I have that one thing that's resonating with people, which is just this authentic, genuine ability to build an audience because I want to build an audience, because I care about building an audience, and my actions show that I care about the audience because I don't take advantage of them by horrible clickbait sensationalism, and I don't constantly upsell them on some stupid $700,000 course. Like, my whole goal is I just want to build an audience. I just want to be able to garner attention, and I want to be able to do this because I'm a stock market junkie and I love this. And now is the first time I'm finally asking for money, and I think hopefully the reason it's going to convert based upon all the requests I've been getting for it is because I try to create the most genuine, authentic relationship I can with an audience by just not taking advantage of them. And I think because of that, people will value that to the tune of $5 a month or $60 a year for, I don't know, 200-300 videos a year of content that they're getting and the private access to the community. And hopefully it works out. So that's pretty much it. I'm obviously nervous to do this because maybe like 5 people sign up. And hey, if those 5 people sign up, I will be waiting for you in the Discord for those 5 people. Maybe 50 people sign up. I'm hoping by the end of June, we can get 1,000. If we, by the end of June, get 1,000 people at $5 a month, I will officially be able to quit my day job, which is not really a job. It's a consulting firm, but I have to work with clients and I have to do driving back and forth 35 hours a week. And I'm getting so tired of it at this point. I'm like, look, I think I have an opportunity on YouTube with content. I'm putting out all this content already while managing other stuff. People are really seeming to enjoy it. People are asking me to do this private thing. What if we actually start that? What if that could be sustainable? What if all the content can still be free and be put out every day? So even if you're not paying for this, you will still get all the content on YouTube. But there are a group of people, 1,000 people in the next 4 months that are willing to put up $5 a month because they actually value the content. Now, I know it's difficult to convert people for money. I've been in business for a while. Getting people to actually take out their credit card and say, I'm officially subscribing to you for $5 a month. It's not an easy thing to do. So I don't expect a lot of people to join, but I will be waiting in the Discord for whoever does join. Check out the Patreon for all the other benefits you get for signing up. I'm super excited for this at the end of the day because it's going to be a fun community of just talking, memes, stonks, following your entire day with the supportive group of people that want to make more money, that want to have more financial freedom, people that are investigating Palantir, because trust me, there's going to be some Palantir due diligence going on in that Discord. I think it's going to be a fun time. So thank you to everyone who's been supported. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. It's been an amazing, amazing journey, and I just hope to grow this over time. And yeah, I hope to see anyone who joins in the Discord once you sign up. Thank you guys for watching so much, and I'll see you in the next one.